So wording the social network should be banned for kids under 14. And we're the pros. Social media should not be used for...
Hope you're not going to read it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Social media should not be used for kids under 14 because the children doesn't understand how dangerous social media can be in their privacy and what could happen if they're not careful. 21% of the kids between the age of 8 to 16 using social media are 10-year-olds.
Social media is also...
Wait, what? Well, I don't understand that.
Social media is also causing tragic events like deaths of life. And there's a girl, Rebecca Ann Sedgwick, and she committed suicide because of cyberbullying, and she's only 12. So.
Okay, last idea.
What?
Well, nobody can deny that Facebook has altered the landscape of social interaction, particularly among young people. We are just now starting to see solid psychological research demonstrating negatives, said Larry D. Rosen, professor of psychology at California State University.
Okay, next. No more reading.
Okay, so we are the cons for social networks should be allowed for under 14.
You're here.
Network service is good service to communicate with others and learning online.
They get to meet new people, learn about their friends that they don't get to meet in school, and they get to learn new stuff about school and education and what's happening in the world. For example, if I have a good friend that I had last year, and my good friend is not in my class this year, and I don't see him a lot in the day, and I want to still keep in touch, and I can use Skype, Facebook, Twitter, everything I want. Just to communicate together and know how they're going.
Nowadays, most of the students use social network service to learning, and in our school too, we use lots of device to do it, and it's helpful to find information for the learning.
Okay, Buddy.
So the 12-year-old girl that committed suicide was because of cyberbullying, and it was on a variety of 4 different social media websites, which were said to be used for 13-year-olds and above, and she was only 12, and the bullies were like 14 and 12, and it was really sad that she committed suicide because of tormenting that lasted for only a few months.
Here, here.
Point of interest. That she could have stopped looking at her Facebook or social media, but she still kept on looking at it, and the person that bullied her, so
15 seconds.
she looked at it. And
Well, it's not only her who looked at it. On Facebook, after the girl committed suicide, the bullier, the older one, posted, yeah, she committed suicide, but I don't care. She was worthless anyways, and she said a lot of mean stuff, and it was her status on Facebook, and everybody viewed it, and some people even gave a thumbs up on it, so...
What?
Okay, next part of the body.
Social media can be good for fast communication, but it has like poor grammar and like it's bad for education because in the future you might like want to write, but if you have poor grammar you can't like
Here.
point of interest, you can still correct it.
They didn't.
You can be careful about what you do. Audience, be careful. Be quiet.
Well, sometimes autocorrect isn't always correct. If you're texting someone, how many times has autocorrect said something?
Last idea. Out of order.
The most used website for children aged 8 to 16 is YouTube, and on YouTube there's some really inappropriate content, and if you have a YouTube account you can view it, and sometimes that can expand a child's knowledge of what's right and what's not at a young age and what's appropriate, and it can change it, and sometimes comments and views can be really inappropriate and children might learn.
Okay, and then cons. Here we go.
Isn't it recess?
No, they haven't had a chance.
Social network is a good.
Oh, yes, sorry, it is recess.
Yeah.
Body.
So social network is good for under age 14 because they get to chat with their friends all around the world.
Here.
For example,
Here.
I'm doing a debate project with my friend, and we can use Skype. We can use Skype to work together, and it's easier to use social network than just to work alone and not get our other partner's opinion about what we can write.
Here.
So good point of the social network service is you can meet new people online, and 85 of people who live in art use the social network service to communicate and use for lots of stuff. And
Maybe you can
also
point of
you
interest.
got to know about other countries that you never lived in there.
Point of
One of
interest, sometimes all the people you meet on the internet aren't always nice, and they can do some really bad stuff.
Here.
Guys, you're the audience. You're not part of the show.
Here.
All right, go on.
But you can still meet some people that are very nice and not very mean.
Here.
They can share with other people what they're doing. So if you want to meet a friend somewhere and like at a park or a mall, you can just tell them meet you there at 9 p.m. if you're free, and they're gonna respond pretty quickly. And if you just send a letter, that can. It's also
Last
good,
idea.
but it takes a long time.
one of the survey from newspaper company, they said the SNS service is more faster than news, and most of the people who have SNS service, they doesn't really look at the news, but they know all of the information about what's.
Begin rebuttals with the cons.
So first thing that you guys said the cyberbullying thing, and for that one, they can talk with adults that aren't there, and it was bad because she doesn't really talk with adults, and it's keep on going, and so it's not really false that it's because of the social network service.
So the second thing you said was that their grammar is not going to improve well, but for some people they can use a dictionary if it doesn't work well. Some people, I don't know who uses a dictionary, but yeah. See, one of the audience uses a dictionary.
That you guys said is for YouTube. There's lots of inappropriate thing to watch, and children can watch it more easily. But in YouTube service, there's the one of the thing called like that. I don't really know how to call this, but it broke the bad thing by parents and email, so they don't really can watch when parents said that don't show the thing in YouTube.
What do we say? Censored. It was censored. Okay, next.
Sometimes the parents don't know that the children have an account. They'll make a random account and their
Oh,
parents
here.
won't know.
Here.
It's an
Guys,
anonymous
your
account,
audience.
and they can still view that stuff even if it's censored. by their parents on their normal account, they can create another account, and YouTube still lets them do that. And the bullying, her parents did know, the parents of the person who's bullying did know, but they did nothing about it because they couldn't view the comments because the girl censored it so only her friends can see on it. And you can do that on social media. You can block certain people, like your parents. Not of interest.
No, you cannot do it.
Okay. You guys said you can meet new people, but some people that you meet is strangers, and they might get like personal information from you, and
Here. Yeah, when you're at an age like if 10 is the most used for all social media sites, then 10-year-olds don't know what to
Last
share and
idea.
what not to share. So they can share some really private information, maybe like even a password, and a hacker can get it.
Okay, conclusion.
There was only 1 minute.
So, conclusion, we still think that under 14 should be allowed because if they want to watch YouTube videos that are censored, they're going to want to watch. They're not going to just go and search something up and it's going to appear. They're just going to want to watch. And that's also the students' problem. We said that we get to meet new friends, and it's also true. There's most of the big friendships happens online, and
also, like, for the last one, it says, first one, it says, like, okay, conclusion for this is, social network service is not bad for that because it's just for communicate and learn some more about information, and the personal information can be broke by changing the passwords, so it doesn't really matter. By it's under the 14 can be used the social network service by a new account that
Okay, time. Next, last one, pros.
social network is not accessible for kids under 14 because it can lead to trouble and like problems and cyberbullying.
Children under 14 aren't always the smartest children when
Here.
it comes to
Wow,
private
you agree?
information
no.
and what to share and what not to share. And a lot of times they can skip through agreements and rules on certain websites just to play the game or whatever.
Last idea.
But sometimes they don't know the consequences and it could end badly. So.
All right, thank you very much.